I quit my high-paying job in the tech industry and moved to Montana to pursue my dream of starting my own whiskey distillery. Just around $25,000 to my name and a few pieces of equipment I brought with me. We're starting from scratch. Will our whiskey distillery be successful? We'll find out. This is Whiskey RP. Last time we were with you, it was like June. Last episode that you'll never see, I recorded July and August. We have canola. We prepped this entire field. It's in perfect shape. It got rolled even. The only thing that could have improved it is mulching. I also harvested some hay. We have plenty of food for our sheep who actually need some more. We'll get them some more in a few. We need to move some wool. We cut the grass out here, turn it into silage bales that we could potentially sell today. And it looks like we're almost ready to harvest. We took care of that. We got lime and fertilizer laid down here. Oh, not lime. Oh, look at this. We got grapes to harvest. Cotton's growing nice. The corn's coming in real good. Might be October when we harvest that. We have the forgotten field and the other field that's not planted yet. And these two are going to become barley. You can see we're kind of prepped out there for that work already. But you're not going to see last episode because I finished editing. I thought I exported it. And then I deleted all the files. And they're gone forever. So, hi chickens. Let's make some progress today. We're gonna do the harvest later this afternoon. We're gonna get the barley in the ground on these two fields first. And that's how we're gonna start our day. We don't necessarily need money, so we'll leave this be for now. Let's get over to the cedar and hopefully it's not a cedar, it's a planter. I keep calling it that. Let's go over to the planter. Hopefully it has enough seed in it to do this first field, and then we can get some for the second one if that's a problem. But let's get on over there. All right, we got barley selected. Let's get this unfolded. I'm a little frustrated. You know, I went and made a thumbnail to upload the video that's supposed to come out tomorrow. So usually I like to get a little more ahead of this than recording a video that comes out the next day. So we're gonna try to bust through this, try to keep it good content for you. And I'll stop talking about it right now. Let's get this in the ground. So this field's already been fertilized once, so we will have to spray it afterwards. And we might spray it before we roll it. That's another thing we did last episode. We're leasing that roller because we're trying it out. We're trying to push some stones into the ground. Maybe it'll improve harvest. That's what Isaac was telling me. So we're using Isaac's advice to see about potentially improving our yield. But we'll get this barley in the ground. We're going to do barley here and across the road from us. Get both of these fields going. Then we feel a little better about the lost field since we got canola planted over yonder. And we're not actually losing. We are losing a lot of money in the soybean harvest, but we've kind of adjusted and we'll have all the fields planted here again in a few moments. And that won't be too bad. I think we made the best out of it for the situation. Yeah, a little flustered. I'll bounce out of it. We're getting the barley in the ground. It was a good episode, guys. I'm so sorry. It was a good one. Enough moping about our day. We're gonna go pick up the weeder. We're gonna get going. We need to really be productive now that I've been mopey at the beginning here because of my mistake. But yeah, we'll get the weeder going. We got the planter. Gosh, stop calling it. It is a planter. I said it right this time. We got the planter going. We got Bobby over there working on the planter. We're just weaving through our property so we can pick up our weeder that we left back here and it fell over. But we're going to get that going. We're going to get it weeded, de-weeded, I guess it would be. Then we're going to spray it for fertilizer and then roll it as well. And we got to do that on 2 fields today. And we got to harvest grapes. So it's going to be a busy one. We got to be productive, make sure we got some sunlight. It's still September, so we should have plenty of sunlight today. And let's check the forecast. Looking sunny all day, so we don't have to worry about any rain coming in to ruin our harvest. So yeah, we'll get this done first. Like I said, we'll probably end the day with the grape harvest. We need to check on the whiskey distillery, make sure it's got all the products it needs. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and do the headland with the weeder. And there's a couple areas that I missed on the barley field or the canola field that I need to take care of with the hoe. We don't have enough of a gap there to get started. We're gonna start on the other side. All right, let's get going. Make sure any possible weeds in this field are pulled out right now. And I guess we'll scoot over just a hair. The planter is pretty far ahead of us. We shouldn't run into them going 7 miles an hour. I don't think we'll catch up. Turning around here will be interesting because we're not going to do the headland because the width of this thing is so large that we didn't do 2 headlands. We need to do 2 headlands with the planter to be able to really do the headland with the weeder. So we'll improvise here. We can just turn right around like so, and that should be more than efficient. We're gonna ruin a little bit more grass here, but that's all right. We're not mowing way back here anyways, and it looks like we need to even out some land too. Hopefully the water doesn't run too strong into the field right there because of that slope. Yeah, we'll get this done and move on to the next field after that. Oh, look at that view. That's pretty awesome. I noticed a few weeds out here that we took care of before, so I wanted to make sure we got that done before I forget today. So we're gonna, we got a couple workers out there helping finish that barley field, and we're gonna come out here and try to de-weed. Yeah, it's working nice. So we'll do this in that little patch there, and then we'll check the east side of the field as well to see if there's any weeds. Just missed a few spots using the weeder last time. Very nice. Let's get out here and try to limit our driving on the field. We'll wrap around this way and see if we can find more weeds. Yeah, it looks like we did the same thing over here. 2 small patches. So we'll get those taken care of. And the last one here. Ooh, look at all those wood chips we need to move. Very good. All right, let's take this home and we'll get back to working on the other field. Oh, nice. They're getting done with the first field. I figured since we had 2 workers out here, we would utilize that and speed up our progress for the day. Go ahead and open up this fertilizer. But before we do that, let's help Bobby get started on the next field. Yeah, I'm doing barley on both of these. This field here was soybeans before. The field behind us was barley, so that one will be barley on barley. Hopefully the yield's okay. That'll be the first time, I believe, that we've done the same crop and haven't rotated on the fields. But I felt like that was the best choice for us based on what we're kind of experiencing right now on the farm and what we need for product. We could have made a different type of alcohol, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I want to get the whiskey to be a popular item that people are purchasing before, and we're also going to be making something with the corn, so I don't want to get too diversified until we know that we have a viable product. And we'll do the end row here just to help turning around. We're going to go east-west on this field. And I think the road over there not having a fence will be okay to turn around. So we'll do 2 end rows on this side. And then we will start doing the east-west passes like normal. All right, all set up for Bobby to take over. Good luck, Bobby. Let's go ahead and pick up the weeder and move it over here. Making a lot of progress. Gonna let the planter get a little bit farther ahead of us. We'll take care of some fertilization here first. Yeah, and this is going to be super quick. So once we get done with this, we can pick up on weeding. After we're done with weeding that field, we can move on to rolling both of these fields. And then it'll be time to do the grape harvest. We might want to check on the distillery beforehand and make sure it has everything that it needs. And probably the chickens and the sheep too. Yeah, this field's looking great. Can't wait to get it rolled. It'll look even better. Push some of those stones down, help with that yield hopefully. And it looks like we got a good head start on the weeder over there, so that should be good. Very nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and shut this off, fold it up, and we will park right here for now. Should be a safe spot for it. Shut it off for now. It might be a little bit, so we don't want to just waste fuel, but I'll run over to the weeder here and get that field de-weeded as well. So nice. Awesome. All right, we're going here. I don't think we'll catch up. Got plenty of space ahead of us. And man, we're having an efficient morning. This is nice.
People knew her by her will to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back lately?
All right, all the seed is in the ground. We sent Bobby home. We're gonna be able to do most of today by ourselves, so the workers have been sent home. We'll finish this here, get the planter out of the way. Gonna leave the case running, keep it warm. All right, we got the planter put away for now. We need to clean it up before we put it away for the winter. But we're gonna go finish doing a couple of these rows of weeding here, and then we'll get this field fertilized, get the two rolled. But I do think we should check on the animals and the productions before we do the rolling. All right, we are done with the weeder for the year. We're gonna put it in our staging area to get cleaned up before we store it. We do have a lot of things over there that we need to work on cleaning. Been neglecting it just a little bit recently. Get our second application of fertilizer put down here, and it doesn't look like it's taking any. Let's look at our data, because it doesn't need any. It's fully fertilized. We'll check on that next month and see if that is the same. A little confused by that, but we will take it. Let's put this away. It doesn't look too dirty. We should probably do a little maintenance on it though. We'll put it in the staging area as well, and then we will check on the animals and the distillery. Getting a little crowded over here. Here, give them a little food to hang out there. Let's go see how the chickens are doing. Hello, ladies. How's it going? Yeah, plenty of food. It holds a lot in here, so we shouldn't have to worry about them for a while. And yeah, that's not that exciting. Let's head on over to the distillery and see what's going on over there. We should feed the dog. It's probably so hungry. Where's it at? There it is. Where is Utopia? There she is. Are you just gonna run through the fence? Just gonna run through? Had a smart dog. Had a smart dog. All right. Looks like the Grape bandits have been leaving our whiskey alone over here. We do need to come up with a safe place to store this. We have a cool animation for us, maybe? Look at, oh yeah. That's so cool. All right, let's get this put away though. We'll get these moved out so they can keep spawning. We are starting our marketing campaign, and I hired a marketing team to help us find buyers for this. I don't really want to sell it one-off to individuals. I want to sell to stores and sell it pretty much in bulk. So we're working on some deals with that to figure out exactly where, and we'll get the distribution going on that as soon as we can to make some money. But gosh, it's piling up. We got 6, 7, 8 maple, 8 regular whiskey. Product's looking good. We need to move some barley over here soon, and we are out of wood chips. Let's move this yeast. Oh, we got 2 of them. Very nice. That there. All right, let's head on over to the sawmill and get some wood chips. We're gonna take the truck though and drop off some wool to the fabric store as well. Yeah, oh, what a mess. You're better than that. Decent amount of wool this time, so they're starting to pick up the wool production, which is really nice. It'll help out. I'm working on the designs of the clothing that we're gonna start. I'm hoping to be able to share that soon, and hoping we can get that produced so we can start making a ton of money off of clothing here. But we need the cotton as well for that. All right, got that all dropped off. We'll leave the truck here for now. Jump into the telehandler here, get a full load of wood chips moved on over, and then we'll come back and move the rest into the other production. But yeah, let's get this across the street real fast. All right, we made it across the street here, and slow down. Just deposit this in here to keep the production going. There we go. And let's see what the info tab over here tells us now. It's running. All right, let's get this scooped up, make some money off of it. What a good business plan this has turned out to be. Money at this point is not really a stress. We got everything we need. Everything we're buying at this point are just nice upgrades. And we're really soon gonna see what kind of profits we turn selling whiskey. That's the exciting time. All right, I got those all moved over. We'll see here in about 30 minutes what kind of money we make off of that, but we'll go ahead and get this part here. And it's time to do some rolling, and after that we will harvest the grapevines. So since it was part of the lost episode, I do have a little experience using this implement now. I usually use the roller that is one size smaller than it, and it has the hydraulic lift on it so that you can raise it and lower it. This one doesn't have that. So it has some disadvantages to when you're turning. it slides a lot, and you just have to go a little bit slower. I think the problem is when I was using the override speed of 12 miles an hour, I think it recommends. Let's see. Yeah, 12 miles an hour. I was kind of losing control. So this is one where I think we will do it at 7. It takes a little bit longer, but we don't have to redo areas for the slipping and sliding that the implement was doing. You'd think it'd be heavy enough to not, but it does get a little out of control when you do the override speeds. So yeah, we'll get both these fields done here. It shouldn't take very long at all with the width of this implement. And then we will move on to figuring out how much more grapes we get by adding those 2 rows. And it might get to the point where we need to find something else to do with grapes instead of just using it for yeast. Might be another business opportunity for us out there. There's the sway I was talking about. Yeah, it seems to be when we go a little faster, it does that. So we'll have to come back. We'll get those spots there later on, but we're going to take care of both fields this way. And there's another spot up here in the other field that it was just too bumpy and it wouldn't roll it. So I'm going to try going this direction on it next and see if that'll take care of it. But it's nice to be able to just do both these fields, just treat it like one large field here. And if that road wasn't there, I'd be really tempted to turn it into one field. All right, so let's try this. We're going to turn down to 7 miles an hour. We're going to turn around and see if it handles the sway a little bit better. Oh yeah, that's the key. And then when we get it straight, we can kick back up to 12. There's the plan. For the most part, field 3 here has been pretty good. There's just the one area that we want to re-go over. You can see back there. Hopefully I don't speak too soon when we turn around here, but there's quite a few in field number 4 that we're going to have to try to go the other direction and roll. So this is something that we're kind of trying out. We're only leasing this a piece of equipment right now because we don't know if we're going to see enough of a benefit to justify purchasing one. So we'll see how the yield turns out. Well, that's a lot of sway. Forgot to slow down. Yeah, see, this implement's a little tricky. A little tricky. Let's see if we can get it to sway back enough. Nope, let's loop around. Oh, man. Yeah, see, I just don't understand why you can't lift this one. I get it. It's not designed that way. But if we do buy one, we might... It might be worth spending the extra time rolling, because it might actually save us time because of this redo we have to do. But we're only leasing this, and let's get back to 12 there. We want to see how the yield does. If is the 2.5% bonus that we might get worth it, or the extra yield worth it. We could have mulched these fields as well to get full bonuses. We didn't do that, so I'm not sure. We will find out though. And if it seems to be worth it and we're blown away by the yield, we'll definitely purchase a roller and keep doing this on all of our fields. Role playing aside, I'm not sure if you still get the benefit when you have stones shut off. It seems like this should be something that's beneficial when stones is enabled. Things I need to try out and do the science tests on this game. So we're coming back this direction now because there's a spot here that just failed a little bit when we rolled over it. And we'll see if we can get it this direction. If not, we're not going to waste our time trying to get the rest of them. But let's see. It does not. We'll try one more. We'll swing around here. Let's slow down. And we'll loop around and we'll try this row. If not, we're done for this field. And before next time we plant, we might want to come out here with some equipment and flatten the ground out a little bit more. Yeah, it's just too bumpy right there to really get it. So let's go ahead and fold this up. We'll leave everything else as is instead of losing more time and daylight. And this is all done, so we can call them up and tell them to come on and pick it up. We should probably clean it for them first. Yeah, that would probably save us a little bit of money in the back end of the lease. Oh yeah, lots of cleaning up to do here later today. Let's get this cleaned up so we can get it back to the dealership. And might as well clean this off too while we're here. All right, it's looking good. Shouldn't be any extra fees for returning dirty equipment. Let's get this put away. Call them up. All right, let's shut this off. Probably put it in a better spot too. And we'll just drop it right there. We got a lot of cleanup to do, but the day is burning, so we got to get a tractor hooked up to this, and we'll get this out here first. It's only 4 o'clock, but I definitely want to beat some of this daylight. I want to do all of this while it's still bright out. So let's go ahead, turn on the harvester. We'll get this first hopper full, I think we can do 2 rows if we remember. Maybe it's 3. And then we'll get the trailer out here for dumping in. And hopefully when we get to the end of this row, we're sitting close to 33% full on the hopper. And that'll tell us that we did everything we should have this year based on past year's yield. Well, so far it doesn't seem quite as good as normal. But I guess it about is. About 1,000 per pass. Not too bad, but we're not going anywhere near through this product. So we are going to start looking into another business venture to utilize this crop. I don't want to just sell grapes. It doesn't seem profitable enough to just sell the grapes. I think we want to find something to turn it into. Maybe wine. Maybe we'll do wine. All right, we'll go set up right about, turn around. We'll set up right here. Get the trailer moved over. All right, let's line this up real good. There we go. No need to have that running. And hop back in here, jump up and unload. And we might run into a capacity problem with our trailer. So we might be doing that today. Ruh-roh. All right, let's start doing these. I'm going to get to harvesting, put in my earpiece, get on the phone with some of the contractors in town, and find out about some of our options here. All right, halfway done with the harvesting of the grapes. We'll go ahead and dump this load, and then we're gonna head on over to our business complex and see about our new building. All right, let's get the harvester shut off here. We're gonna take this with us. It's, you know, almost at capacity, so the next load definitely is going to fill it up completely. We'll stop by the yeast factory, drop off what we can, and then we'll show you the new building. All right, let's get what we can unload here. Decent amount, but now let's go over yonder and look at this. So we can't turn the production on yet because we don't have a license for it, and it is a winery. It's not branded the same as the whiskey distillery because we're not going to, let's move this. Wow, interesting. We're not going to, lost track of my thought there. We're not going to make it and sell it ourselves. We're going to be a distributor for other wine companies and use their recipe and just kind of help them, or not a distributor, we're going to be a manufacturer for them. And let's take a look at the options here. So for grapes, we can make wine 1-to-1, which is pretty nice, but if we wanted to make port, we would need ethanol, and we can make ethanol if we had wheat. So that might be something we look into in a few months. But let's get the buttons turned on here. There's where we're dumping it. So we can go ahead. Again, we can't turn it on yet because we do not have legal right to create this. We have the paperwork already submitted with our lawyers. So maybe, and gosh, it might take a couple months, but at least we have a safe place to store the grapes for now. All right, let's get back, finish the harvest. Cannot believe it's already starting to get dark. It's only 5:40. The shadows are getting long though. All right, so let's see if we can pick up where we left off here. It should just be 6 rows to go. So we should be right here. A little too much overcorrection on the turn there. Here we go. Shake those grapes off. All right, another load here. Just 3 rows to go. Fighting the darkness now, but we have some good lights on this harvester, so we should be okay. Yeah, look at those grapes fill up. Just see the money rolling in. And the last 3 rows, here we go. Oh man, it's getting dark fast. It's only September. This means, gosh, I think this means we're in for a hard winter. Almost done though, we're almost done. Good thing we got these lights, like I said earlier. We'll get this all filled up. We'll get it dropped off at the new winery, and then we'll call it a night. Just back up here, dump it on in. This extra 3 rows of vines definitely helping our situation. We just need the, yeah, let's get the backlights on too, just gives us a little more visibility. Let's drive over, dump this out, another almost 6,000 liters. Oh, misjudged that turn a little bit, and here we go. And hopefully we hear back from the lawyers and the liquor board soon. Since we already have a liquor license, it shouldn't be too tough to get another one for this new complex. 14,000 liters should turn into 14,000 liters of grapes, and gosh, if that goes well, we might look into expanding that for extra revenue. Oops, still need the lights. Really looking forward to becoming an even more profitable company. Money's looking really good, but we do have a lot of equipment to lease to get through the fall harvest, which will start next episode. We timed things terrible. We have 3 fields that we're probably going to need to harvest. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, they might not be completely ready. It looks like we might get lucky with the cotton And only the 2 fields, the corn and sugarcane, will be ready. Cotton will be November. Sugarcane will be October, as well as the corn. Yep. So we'll get busy next episode. We'll probably split that into 3 episodes, those 3 harvests. So we'll see how that goes. Oh man, it's a dark one tonight. I'm Soxley Up. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry you lost an episode. I'm still pretty pissed about it myself. I'll catch you on the next episode.